Shreveport and Bossier City have attempted to make professional sports work, but it hasn't panned out. For the longest time, Shreveport Captains baseball was a staple in the city, but they too eventually went away. In this 70 Stories for 70 Years, we explore why and how playing pro in this area is a losing battle. Whether it's the Captains in baseball, Mavericks in basketball, or Battle Wings in football, it's been hard for pro sports to maintain a presence in Shreveport-Bossier. Cedric Glover was Shreveport's mayor from 2006 to 2014. As a native of the city and one whose tenure intersected with multiple teams, his perspective is unique on why it's been a struggle.
In the early 2000s, it was evident that Shreveport was not on a growth trajectory to be able to sustain affiliated minor league baseball. And so if you look at Frisco, Texas, right now, even in comparison to 2000, and you had to make the decision of, do I want to spend the next couple of decades building a team and an organization in Shreveport or a place like Frisco, Texas? That was a no-brainer. So we ended up along that independent baseball path. And I commend the folks who came here with the reinvigoration of the Shreveport Captains. They had a great vision, a great plan, great product, and they won. They won championships while they were here, so they put a successful product on the field. Unfortunately, they just simply were not able to attract enough folks to come out on a regular basis to make it a going and viable effort.
There are factors outside of a team's control that affects the viability of a franchise. Speaking on this subject in 2014, then centenary professor of economics David Hollis explained the challenges teams face when it comes to disposable income for the area's population.
There are just a lot of substitutes for how individuals can spend those dollars on entertainment. And individuals haven't chosen to spend a lot of those dollars on minor league sports.
One of those entertainment options comes in the form of casinos, but Hollis says it's not that simple.
Studies show that there is some overlap in the demographic of individuals who attend sporting events and those who attend casinos, but it is rather small. If we were to today take all the casinos away from our riverfront, we would not immediately see a shift over to sports entertainment expenditures.
There's also the proximity of cities like New Orleans and Dallas, where tickets and travel can eat up a lot of a person's budget.
We are almost too close to the Dallas metro area for our own good. The fact that one can attend sporting events in the Dallas metro area, attend major league sporting events with about a 3-hour drive, actually works against us.
There's also a place to play in terms of venue and league. The Shreveport Steamers were around in the 70s and 80s, but folded 2 years before the league did the same. The Shreveport Pirates had strong support in the mid-90s in the Canadian Football League, but those expansion efforts, along with other financial issues, saw it go away in short order. One organization with some staying power is the Shreveport Mudbugs. Once existing as a minor pro sports franchise, they've experienced a rebirth as a junior hockey club. Former player, now head coach Jason Campbell says community is what's kept them going.
Our majority owner is local and Tommy Scott, and he takes a lot of pride in putting a good product on the ice and making sure the product is good off the ice as well. And then you got Muskie as the GM. You know, he's been here since day one, 1997, you know, putting all his time and effort, heart and soul into it and working so hard, you know, and it just keeps branching it from there to the front office, you know, and then it bleeds down to us and the product we put on the ice. People that say, wow, Shreveport, you know, you can't, they don't support things or anything like that, like, don't bring that stuff here, you know, because we love supporting our community and the community in turn supports us, and to me that's it right there.
As it stands, the Shreveport Rougarou of the National Arena League are the lone minor pro sports franchise in the city, who just wrapped their inaugural season. Time will tell if they stay around, but it won't be from a lack of trying.
The biggest thing that we could do to contribute to the success of professional sports here in Shreveport is to continue to invest in Hearst Coliseum, continue to support the Shreveport Mudbugs, and have them do what they're doing, like they've done recently with the Shreveport Rougarou and others that are attempting to try and test this market for sports. Have that be the available venue where those types of entities can come and test the waters and see if they have a chance of being able to gain some traction and succeed. It will take more people overall and a better base economy There's a need for more people, obviously, so that you have a larger pool of people to be able to draw from. And then those people need to have higher incomes so they have more disposable dollars to be able to go and spend on discretionary things like movies and ball games and those sorts of things. So more people, better jobs, more disposable income.
In Madison, just looking at the population size in Shreveport alone, U.S. Census data shows a decrease of about 23,000 from 2010 to 2024. So just under 200,000 to now about 176,000 population in Shreveport proper. It was around 200,000 in the 1990s as well, so not too much of a drop in that 10-year window. Meanwhile, Bossier City's population grew by 2,000 from 2010 to 2024, so a little growth there. It was 52,000 in 1990. So growth, but not necessarily conducive of pro sports sticking around, even if a population increases in Bossier City. Not enough support there for it to really stand around, of many other factors that go into it.
It's a very interesting story, and I'm glad that you touched on the Pirates too, because for the longest time I thought I was crazy thinking that there was a franchise in Shreveport called the Pirates, and there they were.
Yeah, the Pirates of baseball, Captains of baseball, and the Pirates of football. Yeah.
Amazing stuff. Thank you very much, Daniel.
Yep.
Up next, Rick Rowe.